here is the little cottage garden tour. So we'll start over here. We have purple cabbages planted on this one row here. And then also in here I have a bunch of zinnias and cosmos. There's a few little baby flowers that are coming up. And I think I planted some beans on there as well that are climbing variety. This is a candy roaster squash that a friend gave me. There's a little banana squash that looks like it maybe got trampled by the chicks that we have in our greenhouse right now. They just keep coming out here and trampling things. There's some dahlias, and then in this row we have a lot of cabbages. There's a little dahlia. Onions, we have onions and flowers just sprinkled throughout. So what I try to do is plant my spring crops in, and then as those are finishing up, something else is ready to take its place. So I have sown zucchinis, cucumbers, squashes, and also different bush bean varieties under and beside all of these cabbages and broccolis. So as we pull the broccoli and cabbages out, we will have something else already growing in its place. So there's that row. Like I said, we have lots of onions, lots of flowers. We have, this is a marigold. This is a gooseberry bush that a friend gave me. Eucalyptus, a cut flower, lots of cabbages and dahlias. Then in this row, I have a few different varieties of tomatoes. Rainbow, big purple, Cherokee purple, black beauties. There is some more marigolds and another tomato plant. Lots of onions. This is my first time growing tomatillos. I got these plants from a girl we met in my local town and did a swap. Her and I just brought a bunch of extra seedlings and seeds and traded, and she actually gave me the tomatillos. So those are looking really good. Starting to get a little bit of bug bites on the leaves. But there's tomatillos, more onions, of course all the cabbages. And then back here we have another squash variety. So I'm hoping these are going to climb, and I'm going to just let them climb right up this fence. Then this is something that I had never heard of before, and she gave me these seeds. These are hyacinth bean vines, and supposedly they're going to have like big purple and white flowers. So I'm going to let them climb the fence, and those will be really pretty. And then I also have sunflowers planted in through here, cosmos and zinnias just sprinkled everywhere. There's another little marigold right there. This is some Rebecca right there. There's a zinnia, cosmos, more onions, zinnias and sunflowers all on that row. Then I had extra purple cabbages that the local feed store was getting rid of, and they gave those to us for free, so we just stuck those in here. We'll see if they grow. It's a little too hot really to be planting cold crops, but they were free, so we thought we would give it a try. More onions, dahlias right there. There's some marigolds. So that is the cottage garden tour. Then as you move around the side of it, I have some random things planted. But right here I have some big celosia. In the dirt around this bathtub, I have baby zinnias and cosmos and sunflowers planted. I am planning to do pictures here. I'm a photographer as well, so we got to have some pretty aesthetic things for pictures. Got a couple pink rose bushes, butterfly bushes, and around the other side we have some peony bushes as well. Then here is our little greenhouse. This is the back side that you're seeing right now. Right here we have the chicks I was telling you about. These are chicks that we hatched out in the spring, and they are loving their life right now. They are menaces. They just get into all of my shrubs and eat all of my new seeds that I plant every day. So, but they keep escaping out of our big coop. So they are just free ranging right now. This is our lettuce bed. It is almost over. As you can tell, we have a little bit more, but we have lettuce and onions in here. And then I had 3 volunteer cabbage plants, so we're just letting those grow and see what they do. And then we have rose bushes. In here I have straw flower, 3 lavender bushes, calendula, straw flowers, marigolds, and these are our blueberry bushes. We just planted those last fall, so I don't think we will get anything from the blueberries this year, but a sad looking hydrangea. It's gotten too hot for her today. And then we also have this little bed on the other side. I try to just use what we have around the farm to make these beds, and I really like the way that it looks with the rock. So we have tons of these big rock, and this bed is just a, I don't know, chaos gardening bed for sure. So I have a couple of broccoli plants in here, some more eucalyptus. This is stock. That is a cut flower right here that will have a really pretty bloom on it. This is my catch-all bed. I just kind of threw a bunch of random things in there. Some rhubarb. Those are cucumber plants, more stock, cucumber, and a bigger eucalyptus plant on the end. This eucalyptus smells amazing, and I'm super proud because I started this all from seed. The rhubarb plants I did not start from seed. Those were from a local greenhouse that they gave me, but those were not from seed. Then this is our first little bed. So I have these 2 little raised beds right here. They're very small. They're from Amazon, and they actually came with this other little circle bed. I have not filled it yet, but I'm getting ready to. And so what I've tried to do is grow, like I said, spring stuff in this, and then as the spring stuff is finishing up, I go ahead and plant summer crops that will come in behind the spring stuff. So this bed had some garlic in it, and there is another, I think this one's a broccoli. Yes, another broccoli plant right there. But beside all of that, we've already pulled the garlic, and I planted marigolds, big zinnias, sunflowers, all in here, and a few celosia. This bed we just pulled today, so this kind of gives you a little bit better of an idea how it looks after we pull the garlic. So we pulled the garlic, and we in its place sowed different kinds of varieties of beans. So I put good mother beans on this side and on this side, and I will put an arched trellis here between the 2 for the beans to grow up. And then on the other side, so that it will spill out over to the grass, and then on this side I put Roma beans. Those are a bush bean, so they don't need a trellis. So those will start to come up in the next couple of days. And then in here we have what's called coxcomb flowers, zinnias, marigolds. I also had spring flowers in this bed, so I had a lot of tulips and daffodils in here. And so this bed will really fill out once some of those flowers and beans start to poke up. This one just got planted a little earlier than that one did. So there's our little greenhouse cottage tour, and our greenhouse is currently a mess, but I will show you all what it looks like right after growing season starts. And there's our little cheeky babies. It is a mess. I pulled garlic, and I have that hanging there today. We have pots everywhere, feed everywhere. Like I said, hot mess. It needs to be cleaned up and gone through and hosed down and reset.